With the Federal Reserve meeting yesterday, signalling the US economy is on track, and a rate hike has been hinted from as early as September. Where does this leave emerging markets? On the line to discuss the US and Chile is Benjamin Sierra. So Benjamin, industrial production in Chile increased 1.6%, the highest since January. Are you surprised at this figure strength despite falling commodity prices?
Well, I would say that we were expecting a contraction of 0.6% in the manufacturing output. So the manufacturing output increased more than we were expecting. You know, manufacturing output is part of the industrial production index. The other two parts, however, are mining production and utilities sector production, so that's water, electricity, power, etc. So the result is for the industrial production index was not so surprising for us, because we were expecting an even worse manufacturing output, but we were expecting an even better mining and utilities production for this month. So if you have to make an average of those figures, the result is not so surprising. It was better than we were expecting, but not very surprising. I think the impact of lower commodity prices, especially copper price, for us in Chile, copper price is the most important factor. If it persists under $260 during a very long period, so to the end of the year, that could be very negative for our economy. But in the very short term, it is. I think the industrial production was not affected by the recent plunge of the copper price.
The US dollar strengthened against most major currencies after the FOMC meetings signaled the interest rate rise. US GDP growth rate out today reached 2.3. So with that in mind, are you expecting the dollar to continue to consistently strengthen?
Yes, but in the very short term. It is not for sure that is going to be the trend. Why? Because there are a couple of factors that you have to consider in this case. First, even though there are good reasons to expect that the Fed will hike the monetary policy rate in the next meeting in September, the trajectory is more important than the date when they are going to start the hiking process. And it is going to be, in our opinion, it is going to be very moderate. Why? There are two reasons. Inflation has to be recovered and has not recovered enough. And second, consumer confidence, and even the retail sales trends in the United States are far off being very strong yet. So they are going to be very, very cautious about the future hikes. So the effect on the US dollar in the world should be milder than expected, and I think it is going to be rational.
And finally, is strengthening dollar a further threat to the Chilean peso?
Of course, the US dollar in the international market is one of the factors. It's one of the most important factors for our exchange rate here in Chile. And even more than that, the strength of the US dollar is very important, determining the value of the copper price and other commodities which are traded in US dollars. So it is a very, very important factor. But again, we are not expecting a very, very extreme appreciation of the US dollar. So the effect should be moderate on the Chilean peso and on our domestic exchange rate.
Well, Benjamin, thank you for speaking with us today, and thank you for watching. For all the latest Ducoscopy updates, keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.